What's good, Samurai Gang? Yes, we're finally back with another video. I took like a couple of days off because, your boy was sleeping, working, and, stuff of that nature. But we're on the grind to 30 freaking K. We started up the year super strong. Listen, I know you guys like the Black Air Force energy when I react to those videos. So, like my boy said, I'm going to be reacting to a lot more videos this month. Yeah, we about to turn up, bro. We about to turn up. Just know that we about to do our thing. Anyway, y'all, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and smash the like button for your boy. Alright? So with that being said, let's start it.
I told myself that I wasn't going to be working hard around New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. But I lied, because y'all know me, bro. I'm always thinking ahead. I'm like, all right, what's the next video? And then over this little break that I've been having, I started rewatching Bleach. And I know as soon as I said Bleach, or also as soon as y'all seen the title and thumbnail, you feel me? But that's neither near nor there. Y'all knew what this video was about. Today we are doing a Black Air Force analysis. Oh my God, the GOAT, the most demented, most demon time, most Black Air Force energy character in all of Bleach.
Okay.
Zaraki.
Wait, is he?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. This nigga is a demon.
Is he the most? Is he the? I don't know, bro. Like, I got Yuha at it, bro. Like, he's really Black Air Force reincarnated, bro. Like, I don't. Kenpachi's like number 2. Yuha is just. Oh, and then Aizen. He might be 3, bro. Like, I get it. Like, the nigga cool. He got that weird ass hairline. He got that Shikamaru, Shikadai hairline. I get that with the eye patch. He thought he was cool with it, but like, Aizen is just different, bro. And then like Yuha, he fought the entire Soul Society by himself, bro. He Madara them boys, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. The most? I don't know about that. Come on.
Any character that you see on screen and the theme instantly changes to some dark demon time shit, you know that you're in trouble, bro. If you're walking through a forest and you're like, da 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 Caillou, you having fun, and all of a sudden you hear like, bro, on some wrestling music, when you start hearing wrestling music, when you run into a nigga, you know that you're in trouble. Bro, y'all remember watching WWE, and any time that, you feel me, The Undertaker came out, it was like a whole movie, bro. You just hear, lights go black and all that. Yo, your motherfucking heart drops to your stomach, because you know, whoever is in that ring is getting folded. That is...
I know about that, you know what I'm saying? Because when I heard... I was good after that. Feel me? Y'all, if y'all watch WWE, you know whose theme song I was saying. Or you hear y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, if you point out the 2 theme songs I just mentioned, bro. Like, if you come on, bro. When Undertaker pulled up, I was like, alright, or whatever. Okay, he's cool or whatever. I ain't scared. You went from biker to the dead. Come on, bro. No. No. John Cena, come on. Edge, Randy, come on. Legend killers, we kill legends, come on. I was more scared of Brock Lesnar than I was of anybody.
How everybody feels when they run into Kenpachi Zaraki.
Yeah.
Ichigo's running around the Soul Society like a chicken with his head cut off. Man running around like Zoro, don't know where he's going. I was about to Amazon Prime delivery this nigga a GPS, you feel me? And he feels some spiritual pressure. It was after that moment that Ichigo knew that he fucked up. Like basically, that's what happened. Bro, when I tell you that this nigga Ichigo looked like he's seen a ghost, I'm not gonna lie. When he seen Zaraki Kenpachi, he had a flashback. This nigga is so demented that this man Ichigo had a flashback to when he beat up Ikaku. Now, y'all remember Ikaku, bald head ass nigga? I sung Caillou earlier because I was thinking of him for real. This nigga out here looking like a swole Caillou, got the bow staff and all that. Y'all remember Ikaku, bro? When this man beat him, Ikaku said, hey, which one of y'all niggas is the strongest? And man, Ichigo said, shit, I don't know, nigga, probably me. And that made Ikaku start laughing. He like, man, shit, you better hope you don't run into my man. And Ichigo like, what you mean run into your man? She like, man, my captain, you feel me? You better hope you don't run into Zaraki Kenpachi. That nigga built different. And as soon as he says this, we get back to the present, bro. When this man Zaraki is standing in front of him with this motherfucking girl on his shoulder. Low-ass, short-ass girl. Who we know
isn't that his Zanpakuto?
You know, his lieutenant of Squad 11. Now, Yashiro was on Demon Time too, and I'm gonna tell you later, because some funny ass shit happened in his Noitra fight. But we're here in this fight now. So as soon as I first seen this nigga Kenpachi,
part of his Zanpakuto?
yeah, this nigga's different. Just look at this nigga. Alright, this is where we do the called the Black Air Force video that is called Sensei's Drip Emporium. You don't know what that is, man. We about to look at this nigga's drip. This man Kenpachi is on demon time. You might as well get this nigga a bandana around his face and a do-rag, bro, because this nigga is different. Somebody put the Black Air Forces on this nigga already. Bro has a huge scar on his eye, right? And then he has a eye patch on. Any nigga that has an eye patch on is a demon. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I have never seen a nigga in an anime with an eye patch on that wasn't on some fucking demon time. And then it doesn't even make sense. You know this nigga's a demon because the eye that he has the scar going down isn't even the eye the eye patch is on. This nigga has an eye patch on the other eye. You know why this nigga got the eye patch on that eye? This nigga can pop.
Yeah, he gotta like conceal his like he got like 2 Zanpakutos toes or some shit like that. Like little girls are part of it, and then like to control his powers because his base power is that strong. I mean, of course, Ichigo will like now current Ichigo will fold him, but you know. He's still pretty strong. I'm not gonna even cap.
He's such a demon. He got mad at himself one day, and he punched himself in the face so hard that his eye completely fell out of the socket. This nigga is a masochist, bro. He injured himself. No, that's not really what happened.
Yeah, I'm about to say what
happened to this nigga, but the fact that he doesn't have the eye patch on his scarred eye lets you know this nigga is a demon. Kubo wanted you to see that he had the scar. Kubo was like, oh yeah, you need to know this nigga's a demon, bro. On God. So him and Ichigo get to fighting, and right away, as Ichigo swings his sword at him, I realize, like, oh, this nigga's completely built different. There's nothing Ichigo can do. So they get to scrapping, and at first Kenpachi was, like, totally just punishing this nigga. Like, it was to the point where this nigga Ichigo couldn't do anything. But all of a sudden, something really weird happened in the fight. Ichigo started, like, injuring him. Now, as he was injuring this man Kenpachi, I realized that, oh yeah, this nigga Kenpachi's on a different level of demon time. You know how some niggas have fetishes, right? Like, some niggas like feet. Some niggas like the BDSM shit.
Hey, listen, there's ain't nothing wrong with girls with pretty feet, feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ain't nothing.
Some niggas like getting bowls of tricks ate out of their butthole. You feel me? Like
wait, what?
Has different things. But this nigga Kenpachi's turned on by pain, bro. Like I swear to God, every time
we
he
gotta
gets
add.
bro, I started seeing his dick move, bro. I'm like, bro, why I see your print when you start bleeding? Like, what's going on? Pause. But anyway, that's neither near or there. This man just likes to fight. Literally, anybody that likes to fight to this extent is a Black Air Force nigga. But it gets to the point, and I'll explain this because you really don't find this out until the Unohana fight, but like, that happens so late.
Oh, that bitch. Yeah, I always like every time you have somebody with their eyes closed for most of the time in the anime, they're built completely differently. They're not even normal.
You're on that I just want to say it now. When this nigga Zaraki fought Unohana, right? He had never found anybody that was worth fighting. This nigga had fought nothing but fodder his entire life. This nigga had basically been going around punishing Marines from One Piece. Like, he's been destroying... Damn, why did One Piece catch that straight like that? I don't know. But anyways, he had been punishing fodder his whole life. So when Unohana starts fighting him, it's the first time he had found anybody that was a stout opponent. Anyone that could, measure up to him in any facet. And he loved it so much that he was afraid he would lose this feeling. And that drove him to subconsciously put shackles on himself. This nigga limited himself because he always wanted to be close to his opponent so he can know that feeling of having an actual challenge. So that's what happened in this Ichigo fight and in the Noitra fight. This nigga just was always limiting himself. So once he feels like Ichigo was actually standing a chance, he's like, oh, I can go all out. And this nigga takes off the eye patch. And I'm like, all right, what is taking off his eye patch about to do? And then it happens. This nigga's reaction level goes to the moon. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? This is how you know this nigga is not to be fucked with. Behind this nigga Kenpachi, you just see a huge skull. Imagine you're going to fight somebody, and when they get serious, you just see a figure of death behind them. It's like that one fight in One Punch Man where fucking Saitama and Genos are fighting in the little Grand Canyon type beat. And this man's like, no, you said you were gonna be serious. And then Saitama like sidestep, teleports behind him and goes to punch him, and you just see his huge fist, and it says death. It's like one of those moments. You do not want to fight a nigga that you see a huge skull behind. Like, bro, I'm not fighting any nigga that has an ornament from a gravestone behind them. Like, what is that? So at this point, him and Ichigo draw, but not because Kenpachi is too weak, it's just he limited himself. And I say that because right after this, we get to the next fight that happens in the same arc, when he fights both Captain Kamamura and Captain Tosin. Now, him and Kamamura never really got the scrap. Kamamura just uses his Bankai, and then, like, the Byakuya Ichigo fight starts, which kind of derivatives their attention. But he did fight this nigga Tosin. Now, this man Tosin pulled up looking like Ray Charles. Like, this nigga is blind. Stevie Wonder type beat. You can't see. but it doesn't really matter. The nigga is a captain. Now, this nigga Zaraki has his lieutenants with him, and so do them. Now, all 4 of the lieutenants flash that off. They get to scrapping themselves, but Zaraki's like, oh yeah, I told you I wanted a 4v1. Y'all made it a 2v1. Y'all don't make the odds better for me. Like, this nigga's like, yo, I'm about to punish on it. And I'm like, if this nigga beats 2 captains, he's the GOAT. I don't care what nobody says, but I didn't think he would win because...
Nah. He gotta fight niggas like Captain Yamamoto. We already know that Captain Yamamoto is just built completely differently. You don't want to fight that nigga. Yuha is built completely differently. Grimmjow is built completely differently. Aizen's built completely differently. Come on, bro. A lot of niggas are built completely differently.
At the time that I was watching, he had just drew the Ichigo. I was like, there ain't no way he's about to win. He probably about to get jumped. And then he starts fighting these niggas. And when I tell you that he punished, and I mean absolutely dog walked this nigga Tosin, it was so bad. Bro, it reminded me of the Boondocks episode. Y'all remember when Stank Meter was blind, right? And he accidentally got lucky with his cane, so he dodged Grandpa's, like, whole punch or whatever? You remember this whole time they were training Grandpa, and then they finally fought at the end? Hey, bro, this nigga beat the shit out of a nigga because he's blind? That is what just happened in this fight. Bro, this man Tosin uses Bankai, which pretty much gets rid of all the senses of his opponent, pretty much bringing them down to his level. But that didn't even help. This man Kenpachi still beat up the handicapped person. Bro, I felt...
See, I already told y'all niggas, bro. Like, if you're way stronger than somebody, you got a hack, bro. It's not working. It's not working. This nigga took away all this nigga's senses. How the fuck he still whooped his ass? How? You lost all your senses. He brought you down to his level, and that didn't work. Take notes. Bro, take notes.
It was so bad. I was like, someone call the cops on this nigga. He was beating the shit out of someone that can't see. Yo, this man Tosin's like, oh, you can't see me here. Your senses are gone. And then this man Kenpachi says, oh, I can't see? So how am I touching you? And grabs this nigga arm and then pulls him in. Stabs this nigga dead in his stomach. I'm like, oh my god, this nigga Kenpachi is the GOAT. But how do you get into someone's Bankai? This man Tosin basically put a domain expansion over this nigga. And he can't see anything. And he still managed to cut the nigga. I'm like, bro, there's nothing that this man can't cut. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, we're gonna fast forward to the Noitra fight at this point, right? So we get to the Wako Mundo shit. This man Ichigo is getting punished by this big ass, burly ass, like, I don't even know what it is, an Espada?
I don't know.
I was beating him up. I really can't remember.
I don't remember that fight.
He's getting punished, bro. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh, he made it back. Like, oh my god, Kumisaki. I hate Orihime, bro. Like, Orihime.
You hate Orihime, bro. Like, what? She's more useful than Sakura.
Man, Sakura are like in a race neck and neck against who's the worst. It's like seeing 2 trash cans race for first. Like,
Stop.
Anyways, Kumisaki, come on in the background. This man is getting punished. I mean, this big ass thing, bam, rocking him. This man knew what you just watching this shit. So they go to finish Ichigo off, and this nigga Kenpachi shows up and blocks this big ass thing with his sword and shit. First off, this man got this chipped ass sword. I'm tired of this nigga Kenpachi sword. By the way, I forgot.
I'm the only person who really likes his sword because I think that shit looks fire, bro. Like, it's all rigid. You know, when stuff is rigid, it cuts. It cuts more because it's rigid. I like that. That shit is mad dope. Like, you get stabbed by a normal sword, yeah, it hurts. But you get stabbed by, like, a rigid sword, it hurts even worse.
I have to mention this, but now since I'm talking about a sword, I will. This nigga has done all of these fights so far with no Shikai or Bankai. Now, Shikai is like the, first form of your Zanpakuto, and the Bankai is like the truest form or whatever, something like that. I know y'all dweeb ass niggas will tell me. But anyways, he has neither one of those. Like, neither one of those forms. This nigga has just been fighting.
I mean, yeah, he not using none of them. He's just strong as fuck, bro. He's just strong. Like, his Bankai is that little girl, I think. If I remember correctly, in the Thousand Blood Year War arc, you know what I'm trying to say. Don't fucking correct me. Listen, in that war, bro, I think that's when, like, I can't remember correctly, but that was when, like, he actually unlocked, like, he did his Bankai shit. I don't remember clearly, but you know what I'm talking about.
With a regular ass form. He's so strong that the other captains just believe that he has a continuous Shikai form. No! Why would his Shikai be some stupid chipped ass sword? This nigga got fucking sharp teeth as a sword. Jagged, nasty ass sword. Like, what? Bro, there's no way y'all thought this was his Shikai. But anyway, this nigga's fighting this nigga Noitra with this chipped ass sword, right? He gets to scrapping this nigga and once again limits himself, bro. I'm just like, Kenpachi, you gotta stop. Like, what are you doing? But anyways, Noitra is getting bodied because This Kenpachi. So we ends up using this Resurrection, which is super broken, by the way, because these niggas can basically just revive themselves. Like, bro, these niggas got quick revive, bro. Like, you put them down, like, oh my god, my shit is broken, bro. It's like, nah, I need a quick revive. It's like self-revive, bro. You know, self-revive perk that's in, like, the newer zombies. You go down and get you up. That's what these niggas got. Bro, this nigga healed completely up. Scar going on. And they got some sort of, like, regeneration. I'm like, okay, hold on. This nigga might get with Kenpachi. Nope, I was wrong. This whole time, Kenpachi was limiting himself, not only subconsciously, but also literally with his skills. He doesn't even use kendo. He just fights recklessly, brute force-wise, with his fucking stupid shit-ass sword. So then he gets to a point where he's mad at Norwich. This nigga Norwich over here looking like a slender Goro, got 4 arms and shit. Dumbass.
If you need to move projects forward faster, you have to try Lucid. It's a visual collaboration suite.
I don't even know, like, it's like a crescent moon type sword. I don't know, but anyways, Kenpachi gets to the point where he's like, well, I'm tired of this. I didn't want to use this, but these dumbass captains made me learn it. He goes to grab his sword with 2 hands, uses 1 kendo slash, and cuts this nigga clean down the middle. This nigga Noisha is instantly like, arms fucked up, going and shit. This nigga's a paraplegic at this point. He's like, ugh. And then this nigga Kenpachi's like, oh, you're dead. I don't really have any, desire to fight you anymore. I'm just gonna leave. So he goes to leave. This nigga is like, no, finish me off. And I'm like, pause.
Hey, yo.
What do you mean by that? So anyways, this nigga Kenpachi's like, all right, bet. Goes back, slashes the nigga again, and bodies him. You didn't even have to die, you dumbass nigga. Why didn't you let him kill you? This nigga was trying to spare your ass, but finishes him, yo. What's funny in this shit, though, on some Black Air Force Demon Time shit from Yachiro is, and also Kenpachi, was when this nigga Ichigo sees him, he's like, yo, is that Zaraki Kenpachi? And this nigga turns around and says, you better hope it is, and kicks this nigga all the way out the frame. Who's this nigga? Big. Bro, he kicked this nigga so hard, bro, they censored it out of the dub. That shit's just in the sub, bro. This nigga is different. Then this nigga was about to try to get in a fight. Yachiro hit this nigga with the bicycle kick. This nigga Yachiro over here looking like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. Yo, it's like, stay out of the fight. Kenny's got that face on him. He's happy. That's my Yachiro voice, by the way. But anyways, punishes this nigga Ichigo, bro. These niggas are demons, bro. I'm just like, come on, what are you talking about? So next up in the fights, bro, we got my nigga Kenpachi versus Unohana, bro. This is the best Kenpachi fight in my opinion. Also one of the best fights in the entire series, by the way. So I told y'all a little bit of this earlier. Unohana was the first Kenpachi.
Bro, that bitch is so fucking evil, bro. Like, she's good, but she's evil. Like, have you ever met a good but evil person? Like, they good, but they're evil. Like, they have evil tendencies. Like, they're good. You know they're good. But they're evil as fuck on the inside, bro. That's who she is.
Unohana goes, and she basically has to do these, like, tough jobs for the Soul Society, right? They basically make, the Kenpachis do the criminal shit. If they weren't captains, they'd be criminals. That's basically what Kenpachi and Unohana tell us here. So, they send her on this, like, mission or whatever in this impoverished-ass area. Literally, the racist cleanup crew, basically, like, it's kind of crazy. Like, basically, Unohana's a task force, but I don't know. But anyways, she shows up, and one of the lieutenants is like, oh, man, I see this, heap of bodies. And Unohana's like, nigga, that's not my bodies, nigga. Like, how long has these bodies been here? And he's like, I don't know, nigga. I thought you did it. And then Unohana's like, all right, get out the way, you feel me? And she finds this nigga Kenpachi, but he's a kid. So she gets a scrap in this nigga. And let me tell you how strong this nigga is. This little porcupine head ass nigga was so strong when he was a kid that he was stronger than not only a captain, but a Kenpachi. He was stronger than Unohana. And I already explained to you that he limited himself in this fight, but he was stronger than her in this fight. Shit is crazy. So Unohana's idea in this fight to try to get these shackles off of this nigga, which was a direct command by Kiraku, was to basically keep killing this nigga and reviving him. There's a point in the fight where she's killing this nigga, and she says, I'll do this hundreds, no, thousands. She killed this nigga thousands of times in this fight. You know you're a Black Air Force nigga when you die 1,000 times and you still get up? What kind of nigga are you?
Yeah, like, how? How the fuck is he still alive? She killed him like 1,000 times, bro. Like,
bro, what kind of batteries do you have? Them shit's recharging themselves. Bro, this chick Unohana was killing this nigga and bringing him back to like thousands of times until it got to a point where this nigga was that nigga. He was like, oh, before I was just reacting to a sword. Now I'm acting off of pure reflex. This nigga is just dodging. Weave, cut, weave. And it gets to a point where Unohana is happy to die to this nigga. You know that y'all are some demons when you're happy to die to another demon. Kenpachis are demons, bro. Their whole thing is let's just fight to the death. So they get to fighting, bro, and this nigga Kenpachi finally finishes her off, stabs this bitch straight through her abdomen, her sternum, all of that. She's dying blissful, like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm dying to this nigga. You're the only man to bring me true joy.
Hey, yo, wait, what?
Kenpachi, you should at least clap the cheeks first before you killed her. I mean,
Yeah, you should at least still got some booty though. Like fuck fighting, bro. Like fighting could come like third, but at least get the booty first.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm down bad. But this,
Yeah, you are down bad, but it's cool
it's
though.
the goals. So we finally learned his Shikai and shit after this, you feel me? Because he's kind of reached a new height, a new level. And then we get to the last arc, bro. This nigga fights Grimmy. Now, let me tell y'all about this Grimmy fight. Bro, this nigga Grimmy literally is like a reality shifter, bro. Anything that he wants, he just makes it happen with his mind.
Nah, you tell me how the fuck anybody in Naruto's gonna fight this nigga. This nigga warps reality, bro. Easily. Like it's like breathing, bro. Like breathing is like him warping reality, bro. Like how you gonna fight this nigga?
Like shit. So he gets to fighting this motherfucking Kenpachi. Kenpachi shows up with his Shikai. Nigga got a big ass butcher knife looking like he working at a deli. Like nigga, let me get a pound of turkey and salami. Like big dumbass shit. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shit, you will find in a motherfucking kitchen. Like, I don't know. But anyways, he gets to slashing this big ass building. Grimmy's like, oh my god, nigga, you destroying this big ass building with one slash. And then he starts imagining this shit. He puts this nigga Kenpachi in the vacuum of space. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, this nigga's in space right now. And his fucking eye socket starts to fall out. His body starts fucking moving weird. And this Grimmy is like, yeah, when you're in space, your lungs will implode if you breathe and your body will start to deform. You're gonna die a slow, painful death. And he's like, if you can cut anything, I'll put you somewhere where you can't cut. And this nigga Kenpachi, like the Black Air Force fucking demon he is, he's like, I guess you didn't harden your body hard enough. And cuts through space. I've never seen a nigga cut through something like that, bro.
How you beating? How is anybody in Naruto beating him, bro? This nigga could cut space, bro. How do you cut space? How do you cut this? How do you cut this, bro? Like, how do you cut this? How do you cut this, man? How, bro?
What kind of fucking... Oh my god, he cuts this nigga in half. I'm like, oh, Grimmy's dead already? This nigga Grimmy reforms his body and then blows this nigga Kenpachi up like a nuke. I'm like, okay, Kenpachi gotta be done at this point, right? There's no way. That shit only damaged his fucking clothes. This nigga come out of the smoke, body still intact, on demon time. It's so bad that this nigga Grimmy was like, bro, I wanna win. I wanna win. This is the first time I've ever wanted to win. And the only way that this nigga thought he could win because Kenpachi is such a demon is him becoming as strong as Kenpachi. He imagined Kenpachi as this super fucking unreachable monster, and he became that in his mind. And I know you're thinking like, oh shit, the fight got interesting here. No, this nigga Grimmy killed himself. Yo, Kenpachi is so strong, when he imagined it being strong as him, his body couldn't take it. This nigga Grimmy started falling apart. This nigga Kenpachi is standing over him like, man, you're a dumbass. You imagine me to be some unimaginable monster, and that unimaginable monster is the reason you're dead. Fucking dumbass. Bro, I'm like, oh my god. This nigga Grimmy body was falling apart. It looked nasty as shit. His arm hanging off the bone like a tender steak. Like, bro, like, what's going on with this nigga? His whole body was fucked up. Nigga was built like the muscle form of Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. Like, bro, it was crazy. Then we get to this Valkyrie fight at the end, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is where this nigga Zaraki Kenpachi learns Bankai, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's this theory that Yachiro says Bankai. I'm like, that's fucking demented. But
Yeah, that's what I thought, right? Like, isn't she like his Bankai or something? I remember something in the manga about that.
yeah, that's neither here nor there. This nigga Bankai deserves Black Tims. We're putting Black Tims officially on Zaraki Kenpachi Bankai. This nigga looks like a literal demon. Like, y'all remember that nigga Hellboy? He looks like a Hellboy ass nigga. His skin is red. Bro, this nigga's red, got the dagger fucking pointed tooth, and then his sword.
Hey, my nigga don't got no gap though. He got perfect teeth. That's about to be me soon. I'm about to have braces.
It's disgusting. It's like mangled, nasty ass sword. This nigga Valkyrie, big, stupid ass nigga, looking like a
Fake ass Thor, bro. What?
huge ass wrestler, got wrestler armor on, talking about, oh, the Joe-offer, Hog-offer, whatever the fuck, stupid ass pronunciation. He's like, oh, you're not even worth hitting. Your mangled ass sword, your Bankai sucks, all of this shit. He go to punch this nigga Zaraki. Cut this nigga arm clean off. This nigga talking shit like, oh, you can't even do nothing. Cutting my arm's not gonna do anything. anything. I'm like, nigga, he cut your arm off. Like, what do you mean it's not gonna do anything? So then he goes to attack this nigga directly. He got this big ass shield that no one has been able to get through. This nigga Zaraki cuts through his head and also shatters the shield completely. This nigga is like, oh, what the fuck, nigga, you got through my shield? And I'm like, bro, somebody get this nigga a mini. His shield is gone. That was a Fortnite joke. But anyways, nah, for real, what's the real shit though? He bodies this nigga, this big giant ass nigga. Bro, Zaraki Kenpachi is a pure demon, bro. This nigga is a black Air Force with a fucking sword. There is nothing that this nigga has done in the story that I'm like, that's soft. This nigga is not soft. He is hard. This nigga is Viagra hard.
Oh, no pause, my nigga? No pause at all? Alright.
Pause. This nigga is fucking brick hard. Pause. This nigga is concrete hard. Pause. Everything about him is fucking black Air Force, bro. This nigga needs them. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If Kenpachi was ever in a video game, they just need to have a style where this nigga has a do-rag and black Air Forces on. Nah, fuck that. A ski mask and a black Air Forces on and a big-ass 40, nigga. This nigga is the fucking GOAT. If Kenpachi's Zanpakuto was a big-ass gun, I will believe it. Because this nigga is smoking everything he comes in contact with. This nigga might as well be in a barbecue contest the way this nigga is smoking shit. I am not playing with this nigga, bro. That was bars, by the way. But anyways, though, this nigga Kenpachi's the fucking GOAT. You know what the fuck going on? Stop playing with Kenpachi. Big Kenpachi, nigga. He was the first nigga to kill a character without a Zanpakuto, nigga.
Yeah, you heard it. Oh, congrats to my boy Son on 100K, bro. Congrats. Yeah, my nigga, like, yeah, this nigga is just built entirely differently, bro. Like, he's different. He's different as hell, bro. Mad different. He's super different. It don't even make sense how different he is. It don't even make sense how different he is. It really don't, bro. Anyway, y'all, if you're new to the channel, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and smash the like button for your boy. We out. Peace.